this Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. Look, my bad on this motherfucker being late, okay? It has been the craziest ass week with my family, so I've had to do a lot of helping out my sister. She's planning a wedding, and then my mom and dad had some stuff going on this week, so I had to tend to them. So I didn't have not one moment to get this recap done on some real shit. And then, of course, I was watching my nephew, which I can't do my recaps around my nephew, boo-boo. I cuss too damn much, okay? So I apologize if this is late as fuck. I promise it will not be late unless I have a good reason, you know what I'm saying? So, bear with me as I go through this shit and as we go ahead and recap Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? Let go. So we come back to the whole Nene, Nene, Claudia shit that was going on when we last left, okay? And they still going back and forth and shit. And of course, like I had said, last episode's recap, and if you haven't checked it out, check out the links down below. And it's also in this playlist as well, okay? Y'all already know the deal. Most of y'all, when I asked y'all who you thought won the whole thing last week, y'all were also Team Claudia. Well, I'm still on Team Claudia because it doesn't matter what the fuck Nene and Nene done said. The bitch is stupid as fuck, acting immature as hell, throwing shade for no damn reason, and Claudia got in that damn ass, okay? So it was cool to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It was cool to watch somebody finally say some shit to Nene and let her ass have that shit because she's the first one to throw shade at the motherfucker, okay? So now they kind of get to, you know, calming down and shit. So let's see, Demetria, Claudia, Kenya, and Cynthia, they walk off because now, you know, they've got their own little groups of people, you know what I mean? And so anyway, they walk away and shit, and of course, Claudia's like, look, I apologize, Demetria, I'm sorry that I messed up your event. You're the one who invited us out here. You paid for us to get out here and shit. And here we are acting a damn fool, and I got on her level and shit. However, it felt good to get in Nene's ass, okay? And of course, Demetria's getting a whole bunch of laughs out that shit, right? And of course, Kenya's like, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry for their behavior. I apologize for their behavior. And here's my thing. Even though Claudia did have, you know, her own ass, okay, and she really didn't need no damn help getting in with Nene, okay, I just felt like somebody on the more mature side should have said, look, motherfuckers, we are acting like some stupid ass bitches. Granted, this is a reality show, so of course, drama's gonna make the reality show ratings go sky high and put more money in their pockets. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers couldn't say shit during that whole time to like calm the motherfucking shit down. Like, nobody could have said, hey, let's just go ahead and calm this shit and let's just act like some grown ass ladies and have a drink and chill the fuck out. Or even so, did not one person think it'd probably be a good idea for them to kick Nene off the table? Her and Phaedra's ass needed to go. Look, if I was Demetria, my motherfucking ass would have been like, bitch, you and y'all motherfucking asses could take your little negative asses out this motherfucker because I didn't pay for your asses to come down here for you to try to read me or anybody else that I'm cool with on this damn trip. So then they go back to Nene, and Candy, of course, stays back, and we got Phaedra, she's back there, of course, and we've got Portia, okay? I just find this whole thing kind of funny that those four were the motherfuckers that stayed back, especially Candy, because I don't know, I just feel like Candy's a little bit above this, and the fact that she stayed back with Nene after she knew Nene and Phaedra were the ones who pretty much were starting everything, and as much as she tries to stay out of drama, I don't know, I guess she's trying to keep her ass relevant on the damn show. But her ass, and you know, she always wants the tea, but her ass is, of course, sitting there like, I can't believe y'all threw so much shade at each other and shit, and Nene's like, look, you ain't got no, talking about Claudia, you ain't got no house, you ain't got no man, you ain't got no this, you ain't got no that, and I'm sitting here like, bitch, you didn't have that shit neither, okay, and you had to grow, get on your Real Housewives of Atlanta, make a little name for yourself, and don't forget where the fuck you came from, because when you went on that motherfucker, y'all asses were broke, and you had a bunch of financial shit going on when you first started, remember that shit, okay? So you can't talk about another motherfucker who's trying to come up as well, okay? So they're just going back and forth this shit, and of course, Portia, which I find another thing funny about the shit, is Portia's all in it like,
oh my god, I'm all in now, so I'm gonna go ahead and laugh at everything because I know how to throw shade now.
Now all of a sudden she knows how to do all that shit. She's all on Nene and them side, right? After all this shit, Nene's saying whatever the fuck, Phaedra saying whatever the fuck, and Candy's over here kikiing with them motherfuckers, and same with Portia. And I'm like, y'all bitches know y'all ain't right for shit because you know damn well Nene and Phaedra don't give a fuck about neither one of y'all two niggas. Now we go to Nene and Portia and Phaedra and, well, just those three for right now. And they're having caprese salad or whatever the fuck. And Nene's talking about how she feels bad about whatever the fuck happened last night, that she's starting to feel bad. She didn't mean for it to go stage left. She didn't mean for Nene to come out or whatever. And of course, they're like, oh, okay. And Phaedra's like, yeah, well, I mean, I feel a little bit bad. I didn't really sleep real well last night because I felt bad about what happened. I mean, I didn't mean to offend Demetria or whatever the fuck. Then Phaedra's like, I mean, I've got different humor. And, you know, I mean, sometimes it may come off as shade, but I really didn't mean it to be so bad. And I feel a little bit bad or whatever the fuck. And I guess they were talking about what time they went to bed. And everyone's like, we went to bed about 2. And I guess Phaedra was supposedly up to 4 because she was talking to some motherfucker on the phone. And we still don't know who the fuck that was. Now we got Demetria. She's doing her little performance practicing, okay? And she's got a little voice on her and shit. She be like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so her stylist, both of them were just like, look, bitch, I need you to have a little bit more pep in your step. And obviously from everything that happened the night before, it wouldn't be, you know, a surprise if that affected her, okay? So after all of that, we got Nene and the whole rest of the little crew, her little crew. That would be Portia and Candy and Phaedra. And they're over at Cartier, right? And before they left, of course, Candy's ass was like, I don't do that bougie shit, but that's the shit that she won't. But they ended up going to Cartier anyway. And they're looking around at Cartier. And of course, Portia's looking at this $440,000 necklace, talking about I could work that out. And we all like, the fuck? And y'all talking about Claudia's hoe ass? What the fuck you think she doing for that little, whatever the fuck, $80,000 purse she got? Okay, so whatever. Anyway, so what I'm trying to figure out in this particular scene, because reality, this is just a whole bunch of fluff, because there's just a whole bunch of fluff so far in this damn episode, is the fact that why everybody else look decent. I mean, even Phaedra's ass looks decent, but why Candy, who probably has a net worth of more than all them bitches put together, okay? Why the fuck she always looks so fucked up? I know you can be frugal. Look, hell, I'm frugal. But the bitch has no style whatsoever motherfucking ever, bitch. I know you can find somebody to help your ass out. Half the shit she wears looks like she been shopping at Rainbow. Like, I don't know what the fuck she was wearing. Everybody's looking decent, and she looking like she wearing some $5 ass, you know, crop top bottom and shit or whatever. But anyway, now Candy's talking about how she gonna have another little get together. So Candy gonna be like,
you know, I have some fun stuff planned later.
Turns out this bitch wanna have another candy bedroom party or bedroom candy party or whatever the fuck, sex toy party, like again, like. Why do you think that when the first time that shit went down and shit got fucked up, why you think that shit's gonna work in Puerto Rico? And why the fuck is everything around bedroom candy? You can't have a normal motherfucking party, bitch. Now it's Cynthia, Kenya, and Claudia. They go and get pina coladas. And they go ahead and do a little walk across the stroll or whatever the fuck on some pathway and shit. And of course, Claudia's recapping what the fuck happened the night before because they're still laughing at the shit. And if I hear about Claudia's clip one more motherfucking time, bitch. Ugh. So now we move on to, let's see, Demetria and we got Phaedra. So I guess Demetria came over to Phaedra's room and basically walked in and was like, look, I want to apologize for however the fuck shit went down last night. And really didn't have to apologize for shit, but she was like, you know what, I took it too far when I brought up the Apollo situation, so I want to be the bigger woman and apologize for whatever the fuck just went down. And of course, Phaedra, who could have taken that opportunity to go ahead and apologize for her part in the shit, was like, yeah, see, I would have preferred that if you had come to me and said I felt like I was shaded, I would have preferred the way you would have approached me at that point, but I felt like you went too far with Apollo. Bitch. So we're at the beach now, and this is at Candy's little bedroom candy fucking bullshit ass party, and I feel like, bitch, you already got enough promotion of your bedroom candy, bitch. Like, how much more money do you need to make, okay? But now she wants to play a game with these motherfuckers, and it involves taking a dildo and put that motherfucker between your knees or between your legs and passing it on like hot potato and shit. I'm like, when the fuck did reality shows, like, where did they go left? You know what I'm saying? I mean, who in their motherfucking mind wants to play with dildos on a beach? Am I the only one that finds that strange? Am I? Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and cut to the chase. We already know there was a whole bunch of bullshit ass scenes. They do this every time on Real Housewives of Atlanta before some kind of climax. Some bullshit ass scenes that they're gonna show us because they're trying to get, you know, that whole hour in, okay? So you already know that, let's see, Candy and Phaedra and Nene and Portia were on the beach and they were doing their little shit talking there and it wasn't anything to write home about there, okay? And they went back and forth between that scene and the scene at the pool with Claudia and her busted ass feet, okay? And Kenya and Cynthia, who were kind of recapping how everything went with the dildo party the night before, okay? Meanwhile, between time, I'm sure Demetria was probably getting ready for her performance because she was nowhere to be found. We are half an hour out before Demetria's performance, okay? So now the girls are in the bus on the way to the performance. And of course, in a Real Housewives of Atlanta fashion, there's gonna be some kind of damn drama. So now everyone gets down, sits down in their little respective seats and shit, and Kenya's making little jokey jokes and shit about how she's gonna perform with Dimitri on stage and shit, because she had some 33 on the chart hit single on iTunes and shit, okay? And then, of course, now Nene decides she wants to throw her little something in there too, because somehow or another, I guess she felt a little upset about how everybody wants to sit there and say that her new normal show got canceled, because everybody wants to say that shit. So now she wants to make sure to let everybody know that she done signed on to do Broadway, and that would be Cinderella, okay? So she went ahead and said, you know, I want to let y'all know that after y'all said that shit, another door could possibly open, and that's exactly what the fuck happened, and I'm gonna give you 2 tickets to my performance on Broadway in Cinderella. So of course everyone giving their little half-ass hand clap and shit, and now Claudia feels like she wants to open her damn mouth. I'm like, these motherfuckers can't do nothing and be just regular, okay? So now Claudia is gonna be like, I respect the fact that you're a hardworking woman. I'm not gonna take away your accolades, but you know, I would appreciate it if you don't try to take away my accolades. And now Nene's getting all in her feelings, and she's starting off talking about some, well, hold up now, I don't take away your accolades. And Claudia's like, well, yes, bitch, you did. You would think that Claudia would just let the shit ride, because here I am thinking she gonna let it go, and we just gonna go to Dimitri's performance and be alright, right? So I guess Nene gets, you know, even further in the conversation, and she's like, look, I ain't trying to take away your motherfucking accolades. I apologize if I did that shit. And Claudia's like, well, your ass called me a hoe, and I'm not a whore. And Nene's like, I'm not gonna get into that shit, okay? And now, here go Claudia. She's like, well, I mean, you started in it on me first. And Nene's like, look, bitch, it doesn't matter who the fuck started this shit. I'm apologizing for you if I offended you with your accolades and shit. And now, here we go with Kenya's ass trying to interject, talking about some, well, you know, she feels offended because you called her a whore. And then now Portia wants to jump in and be like,
Look, okay, both of y'all apologize to each other, so why can't you just let it go?
now Claudia wants to go ahead and say her piece to Portia. So now she gonna be like, I just don't appreciate the double standards in this group, because y'all motherfuckers gonna call me a hoe, and you over there kikiing Portia, and I know for a fact that you dating some married African man. And I was like, now Portia's all in her feelings talking about something.
You don't know about my personal finances or my personal life. That car is in my name.
Then Kenya's ass tries to interject, and she's like, I mean, do you understand what she's trying to say? I mean, you are with some African man. The paper showed up at Cordell's house. I was like, see, y'all messy motherfuckers. Meanwhile, now they pretty much squashed the shit after all that shit or whatever. And Claudia's like, look, I'm gonna squash it because, of course, we're heading into Demetria's performance, and it's all about her. Look, Demetria just missed out on all the bullshit, and actually, that's probably a good thing, because the bitch still has to perform. Okay, so now they're off the bus, and they asses are late to the performance, but you know what? They came in on a good part, because Demetria's ass sang her little 100 song with the brat who came out, you know, with her little rhyme and shit for a couple of seconds, talking about some brat-tat-tat-tat. And the performance was actually really, really good. Like, her ass can blow. That song is actually really catchy. I actually rewound that shit to listen to that shit again. And from what I understand, it's actually doing really well on iTunes. So I may have to check it out. But that's pretty much how this whole episode went down. Y'all have to let me know what y'all thought of everything. Do you think Claudia was too much in her feelings after having gone off last episode? You think she should have let that shit go? I feel like she should have let that shit go. Like, it's one thing when you bringing that shit up and then you're like, look, we just gonna squash the beef, but you brought up some more shit in the bus and you still talking about your clit. Like, ain't nobody talking about your clitoris that much. But anyway, let me know what y'all thought of the episode down below. You guys already know, thumbs up this video if you love seeing these videos from your girl. I promise next week's recap will not be this late. Hopefully nothing else comes up, but it will not be this late. And you guys already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page, my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com, and hit me up on Instagram at SocialiteSandy. And you already know I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.